Good morning, guys. I just got to work. I did this Jeep yesterday. As you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be about detailing. It's been requested a lot. Sorry if some of you guys think it's boring, but a lot of people ask me, and why not help some people out and save them $9,000. So, what cooler car to start on than this? I think it's a 2012 STI. It's gray. I've done one of these before. The paint's okay to work with. It's pretty hard clear coat, but it's not terrible. There's some scratches here and there, but you guys are going to see this reflection. And you're going to see a different reflection at the end of the video. You can see scratches here, here. All that stuff. There's a good amount of scratches on it. It's not terrible, but you know, it's gonna be the same process whether or not you do a light buff like I'm about to do, or a real heavy cut and buff, or a wet sand and buff. But for those scratches, I'll show you how to wet sand them out, just so you know. I probably could get them out with just buffing, but I'll show you guys how to wet sand them. I'll probably wet sand the whole hood so it's glass. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on this. Also, you can see this headlight looks good. This headlight looks like shit. These always do this at the top. Right here gets all oxidized for some reason, probably from sitting in the sun, but yeah, I'm gonna do that too. So you get your clay bar yonder. Get this here clay bar. The purple one's the best one. Don't get that Mother's yellow $4 clay bar. Any type of glass cleaner or water, glass cleaner looks better. Now basically this will be a lot smoother because all the dirt is out of the paint, and this will be a lot rougher. It's actually easier if you put a plastic bag around your hand, and you can kind of like, you'll be able to feel it better if you don't have rough hands or whatever. But now this is way smoother, paint is clean, and this is still junk, dirty. So I gotta do the rest of the car. So that's all dirt that was in your paint. Nothing, guy. All dirt that was in your paint, if you guys didn't know. You can't feel it or see it, but I mean, you could feel it, but you can't see it. You can kind of see it. You just have to know. You have to have the eye. But yeah, that's what a dirty clay bar looks like. Rinse that out later. Now all you do, wipe your car down, and you spot your wet sanding marks. So next you take your 2000 and some glass cleaner again, or water. I like using glass cleaner. You find every scratch that you need to wet sand out. You spot those, because instead of wet sanding the whole car, that takes way too much time. Especially when you're working at a dealership, you're not trying to, you know, spend all day wet sanding a car and then all day buffing it. You want to only wet sand the parts that are a problem. So I'm going to do the whole hood and wherever the other problem area is in, and I'll check back with you guys. Also, before I start, this is the technique. Spray, not a lot of pressure. I don't use a block because I don't like to get on the hard lines of the car, and you could burn through the paint, and basically you want to stay as far away from that hard line as you can, but just let the grit do the work for you. Don't press hard, you're gonna leave marks. This is 2000. You can use 1500 if you want. You can even use 1000 and work your way up to 3000, but this car really only needs like a 2000. But yeah, that's the technique right there. Try to stay away from the edges, or either that or just let up pressure on the edges because there's less clear on them. And basically just repeat that for every part that you need to. Now I'll send you guys to the time lapse. once your car is pretty much dull. Like I said, this one doesn't need anything crazy, so the wet sand wasn't heavy on it. That's why it looks streaky, but that's about as far as you're gonna go, and then you're gonna buff it. RDX 1000 Plus, RDX 2500, and then RDX Micro. So cut, polish, and glaze. So RDX 1000 Plus for compound on these wool pads, RDX 2500 on the medium foam pad, and micro polish on the black pad. Now this is how you put this on. Line. That's it. Work yourself small portions at a time so you don't splatter it everywhere. Alright, so here's your first step. Here's your second step. I get rid of all the swirls in the second step. There's no cheating with this. None of this stuff has any filler in it, so I'm not hiding anything, I'm removing it. So that's your second step right there. Now I'm going to do the headlights. I'll do the rest of the car. If there's anything else I need to point out to you guys, I'll say that. Also, I don't always do it, but if you're buffing for safety measures, put your cord around your shoulder so it doesn't get, this can get caught up on the cord and like break your arm. Also, buffers to go with DeWalt or Makita. You can cheat and use one of those, what are they? You can use one of those oscillating buffers, but I don't like those. I don't burn paint, so I can use these with no problem, and I don't get swirls either. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that. Also, as for the pressure when you're doing this, basically you're going to want to push down on the paint with the buffer for probably 2 seconds and then feel it with the back of your hand. If it's slightly warmer than your hand, that's the perfect pressure and temperature, because paint is correctable right around 110 degrees, a little bit warmer than body temperature. So that's how you check for that. Working in the Ford, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Rutledge Wood. If you're buffing near anything, especially with a foam pad that's like here, you know, in a corner, or like a bug guard or windshield wipers or an antenna, anything like that, blip the buffer, because the foam pad will grab it and pull it towards you, and it'll either hurt or you'll break something on the car. So yeah, blip the buffer, very low speed. That's the second step. For that side. But I'm gonna show you guys a little trick for this stuff right here. See all that? Wait for this. You guys saw it before. That's how you fix your finger scratches on doors. Also, when you're around plastic with the foam pad, make sure you're real careful, because on these edges like this, you will burn through this stuff. So like, try to not even really hit the corners at all. These taillights are kind of dull also, so I'm going to shine those up, and I'll cut to the back. I realize this is a vinyl overlay, but you can buff vinyl, as you can see here. Plastic to vinyl. That's actually cool. I like the red and white better than the all the all clear that comes on them. Nice. See, I buffed and detailed this one yesterday. Look at that baby right there, boy. This thing is clean. And it's a 4.0. Now that this thing is done, I have this long brake line attachment. Damn, look at that reflection, boy! Pull all this off. I'm gonna buff the roof, even though it looks pretty good. And then bring it in here. Use the pressure washer. I'm not really gonna wash it too much. You just get in between the cracks so you get all your compound dust out of there. Because if you buff your car and you leave compound dust everywhere, you're a scrub. Looking pretty mint. Just got to do the roof. You see I have my lines laid out. And yeah, bring it in there, take off all this writing, do the interior, wheels, all that stuff. Almost died, just tripped. Now, if you're buying an STI, you want the nice engine bay, you want all the nice paint, nice fenders, all that, like the wider, wider body. So you would think that the bay was nice. It isn't. So all you got to do, like, it's really not complicated whatsoever. Literally, all you have to do is spray it with degreaser and power wash it. Don't let people tell you all the harness, wiring, all that stuff. Like, there's a reason there's stuff over all these wires. Like, none of these sensors are going to get, upset by a little bit of water. Obviously, you're not going to spray it right into the ECU, but you just degrease everything, spray it real good, and then you wash your car so the water will drip out, and it won't, if there's anything in the electrical connections, it won't touch anything. So, degrease, spray, let it dry, and then continue with whatever else you have to do to the car. By the time you start it, it'll be dry. Now look at that difference. Like, if you pop the hood on a car with a great paint, nice headlights, all this stuff, and you saw what you saw before this, you'd be like, dude, what the hell kind of dealership is this? Like, what happened to this car? Like, some people just care like whether or not it's clean. So the engine bay always has to be spotless. Engine bay, paint, headlights, interior. Most important things. Wheels, give or take, but these wheels are going to be real clean. So now, like I said before, we're going to get underneath all this stuff, because like I said, if you leave, see that white stuff right there? If you leave that in there, you're a scrub. Don't do it. I'm going to get to that right now. Good, look at that, nice, beat it up. But now that this is all good, I'm going to go through the regular process we go through, take any writing or stickers off of it, wipe it all down with the chamois, then I'll hit it with the last step, which is the glaze, and then I'll do the interior. The interior is not bad on this thing at all. It just needs a quick vacuum. Yeah. That's the reflection. This is all finished. So because the video was requested a lot, I decided to do it. Why not? Give you guys what you want. Probably boring to some people, but maybe informative to others. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the process on this. I was a detailer for like 8 months before tour, and I quit the job to go on tour. Now I do detailing and mechanics and all this other stuff. So if I could teach somebody something, that's dope. So yeah, I'll give you guys a quick another walk around. I wanted to finish this when it was light out, so we could actually see, you know, the sunlight reflection, because you wouldn't be able to like see like the sky in the paint. But I'll give you guys another quick walk around. So here's your freshly de-junked engine bay. Oh, I missed a spot. Come on, there we go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Alright. So yeah, engine bay is great. Like I said, there's no problems. Nothing's wrong with it. You can wash your engine bay, just let it chill for a little bit. Just in case any water gets in, you can always spray it down with the air chuck. But I'll close the hood. You guys remember how gross this headlight was? Now check it out. Nice and clear. All the reflections on this thing look sick. I'm hyped. It came out really good. I actually really like working with Subaru paint. It's a really tough clear coat to get through, but it works out good in the end because it lasts a long time if you do it right. So yeah, that's it for this video. This thing is going up for sale. We just got it in, that's why I detailed it, but you guys already know where to find it. Right here. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Sorry about it being short. Sorry about it maybe being boring, but hope it helps somebody out. But like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.